Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Don't Tease Me, Miss Nagatoro. It's such an anime that is like Uzaki-chan, but meaner. That's pretty much it. But if you enjoy these sorts of videos and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And let's just jump straight into it. Kind of opens up as Senpai is drawing something, and then Nagato just jumps in with a hula hoop and is spinning around the room, like saying like, oh, come join me, like, you know, find the right rhythm and then just join in. So he actually does, and he actually looks at her underwear by accident because a hula hoop is like weird. Again, it's like she wants to be like, come join me on all these fun things, but when he tries, he can't do it. So she literally just goes like, no, how dare you, you pervert, and stuff. So again, it's just really weird. This anime kind of follows on from the next day or whenever, and we see Senpai in it, and he's looking at a magazine called Big Boobed Vampires, and I was like, could this be an anime? I would laugh if they did it. If they did something like this, it would be absolutely amazing. Just in this anime alone, just that. So basically, it's a magazine where obviously it's got some naughty stuff in, and Senpai is looking through it going, oh, this is quite interesting. And then all of a sudden he notices Nagatoro looking at him. So he kind of tries to hide it, like, you know, you can have my lunch, you can do this. So she wouldn't see it. And in the end she does. And she's like, oh my god, you're a pervert. I can't believe you're watching this or reading this. Oh my god, oh my god. And he does what every person says. I just buy it for the plot. I just buy it for the story. And he kind of like gets her to read it, and she does in the end, and it's like, oh, this is actually really good. Perverted, but very good. And she turns around and like makes a few things to him, like saying like, oh, this character is you know, you would run away, you would do this, and you wouldn't be able to be a vampire, you'd become a zombie, you'd become this. And I would kind of take offense to this. I'd be like, oi, I'd be the best badass vampire around. So it kind of goes on for a while, and then Nagatoro wants to become like she wants to bite him a little bit, and she teases him as she's drinking this like tomato juice, and then she's always looking at his neck, and she wants to jump on him and bite him and try not to draw blood, as she says. It's mainly just to suck out everything and just to try like literally like clamp down, which I found very funny to some degree. And then literally the lights go out, which kind of adds to it, and she tries to bite him, but I think they fall over, and then she tries it again, and as he stood up, she tries it again, that's one, and then he falls over and she falls on him as well, and her hand goes directly for the crotch. Now, if you've watched multiple animes like myself, you know that if it's the other way around, it's always a guy falling over, grabbing the boobs, and it's like, what the hell was that? So to see this, and I think this is the only time that I've seen this in anime where the girl has done it, and rather going for the chest, obviously you're gonna go for the boobs. So that kind of made me go, huh. I just found it really weird because, again, it's something that you don't normally see in anime, so it kind of like added more to it. Now, it kind of follows on straight afterwards as they're walking home, and it made me laugh because she's like, oh, did you like that? Did it get you hard? You know, do you want me to do it again? And I think he's like, he doesn't say something. She tries to go for him, which is wrong. And then she kind of gets freaked out or something, and she runs off. Now, I don't know why a lot of animes are putting it in this. It just feels very weird that they are. But, you know, it's not right. She shouldn't have done it. But, you know, it's there. It's just there. It gets to the point where you know that he's starting to like her because he starts thinking over at night exactly what happened, and he does this whole thing where he's, I think, trying to he does it because he's embarrassed or something, but his entire body just starts jumping up and down on the bed. So you can tell that he's starting to like her as well, which again is fine. I'm hoping that they do this, but if you've seen if you've read the manga, then let me know if they do. We're now back at the school, and he's drawing, or he wants to draw, and Nagato comes in, or Nagatoro, she comes in, and she's teasing him. She comes up with a game saying that if they can guess where the nipples are on the body and hit it first time, then if Senpai wins, he gets a ticket you can make me do anything type thing. And she's like doing a few things. Like, oh, you can make me come to school in a swimsuit. You can make me be naked. I'll be a nude model for you. And he starts thinking of stuff like, she's irritating me. So if she used the ticket, or if he used the ticket, then it means that she wouldn't be able to annoy him. And I generally, when I was thinking about this, is if it comes up later on in the anime, that if he falls for her and she's like, oh no, he could go, well, I'm using this ticket for you to be my girlfriend. And thus, therefore, it happens. And she's like, I knew, that's literally what I made it for. So I imagine that popping up. But as he's going towards her, because she gets him bang on the nipples, or just a little bit out, but she starts rubbing them and he can't take it. So as he's about to do that, I don't know why the nipples, it's such a weird thing. But as he's about to go for her, he's about to get it bang on, and then she gets a phone call saying that she has to go, and she's like, oh my god, go, no, bye. And you're like, okay, that's fine. You could tell this was going to happen. In the next scene, it switches over to Senpai in his family restaurant, and he's drawing his manga, and he's just kind of relaxing, and he's like, oh, she'll never be here, I'm far out of the school way. But what happens? Ho ho ho! What happens is basically she walks in with her friend and two other guys, and he's like, oh my god, they didn't see me. And he looks at her. Friend walks away with another guy, and this one guy is saying, oh, listen to music. And then Senpai is looking at them going oh, she's gonna tease him like she does me. She's gonna bully them, and he's gonna cry just like me. And this guy's like, oh, do you listen to music? And he's like, oh, I don't know what she in Senpai's imagination, she's saying something crazy. But in the end, Nagatoro just doesn't care. She's like, this doesn't do anything for me. This is bland music, which then causes the guy to be like, oh, get depressed, go to the bathroom. And then the other boy comes back and sits down, and he starts having a conversation, and he starts saying oh, I want to grope your breasts. Why? Why would you do that when you met someone? It's just so weird. Hey, how are you? I'm gonna grope your breasts. And then in Senpai's mind, he's like, yes, she's gonna make him cry. And then turns around, it's she's like, oh my god, you've not touched a breast. Oh my god, what are you, a loser? But in the end, Nagatoro just turns around to the guy and goes, why did you say that? You've just met me. Why would you say to a complete stranger that you would want to fondle? That's really fucking weird. And the guy just goes, oh, and then he goes off to the bathroom. It's weird because Senpai's like, oh, I didn't expect any of this. And then straight after, he's walking home and she catches up with him, and she's completely different. She's not the same person. She's not the moody person right there. She's like, oh my god, I'm all crazy. Whoa, And I just generally think this would have been the perfect time, because you see him go, I want to ask you out. And he's gearing up for it, but she doesn't. So for the whole thing of this episode it was so weird to see her go, I'm going to pose for you if you want me to. I'll be in a swimsuit. And then this and that. I just found it really a bit weird, this episode. I'm kind of invested because I want to see what happens. But I was like, oh, this is really weird. This is basically Uzaki-chan much higher up and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a thing. That episode was weird. I hope they get weirder. I love weird anime. Anyway, I am going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this? Have you seen the anime? Have you read the manga? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。